Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Kenya.
I'm Camilla. What are we doing? What is this? This is the BWBA's first unofficial session on, what is this one? Back to the Basics?
Back to the basics, talking about some access. So the BWBA is the Black Women's Business Alliance Wealth Education Access Company. Camilla and I are partners. And our aim is to provide education and access to Black women to improve our economic status in America, across the world. And so
building wealth, generational wealth to sustain us now and our families for the future.
Yeah, we're really gearing up for that. We have a few things that we are going to be doing coming up 2016. Mainly is save the date for
March 25th and March 26th will be the BWBA first annual
Wealth Conference. Targeting Black women, African American women, Black women. So today we're doing what we do, our normal do. We have breakfast and we meet, we talk, we build. We have things we do.
Chopping it up.
Yeah. We thought we'd share a little bit of our conversation with you this morning about access. We're talking about bank accounts. And so we're in a restaurant with the Uptown Diner here, South Minneapolis, South Side. We North Side.
North Side. Using South Side, we're going to use South Side.
Right. And with this information we'll be sharing, we'll be bringing more series to you later. We're going to inspire more people and hopefully we'll all get our capacity built enough to be able to build out the North Side.
Absolutely.
Economically, right? All right, so today we were talking about, because you got to come in, because it's not as loud because of where we are.
Well, I just kind of wanted to share a story, something that happened this weekend. A friend of mine was traveling, and for the first time, I guess you could say, on their own, and they were stranded. It was a miscommunication, and they got on the wrong plane and ended up in the wrong city. And that process it does happen. And the airlines didn't catch it either, so anyway, but that person didn't have access, right? Back to the basics. We're talking about getting back to the basics. People, we have to all have bank accounts. I'm sorry, hands down.
I had a bank account related to this flight.
It's related because this person did not have access to a credit card, to a debit card. They didn't even have a prepaid card, right? So they didn't have anything that they could use to benefit them so that they can maneuver around a situation that wasn't planned, right? So they were there, and it was just chaos. They didn't have any money to maneuver around. They had lost some money on the plane, so they did not have they didn't have any other access. So it was just a difficult situation. The reason we're bringing up bank accounts is because just on the note of basics, if you don't have using an institution to maintain what it is that you have, you're lost out here in this system, right? This system here, this capitalistic system, it's a game, right? Just think of it like it's a game, and we're players in that game. And either you win or you lose, basically, by how you use the tools that are put in front of you. And here at the BWBA, we'll be showing people how to use different wealth creation tools to maneuver this system. Because you can select yourself and opt out of this system. It's very difficult to do. That's a whole other conversation. However, most of us don't have the capacity to do that. We don't have the capacity to do that. So we have to be able to play the game in a meaningful way. So hands down, there's second chance banks that you can go to if you've had troubles in the past. you made some bad decisions or what have you. But
Get a second chance.
Yeah, get a second chance to count.
Get you a preload card, something. The key word here that we're honing on is access.
Access.
And especially when you get grown. When you're a teen and, we still want you to, I think we think you should still be responsible and pretty much still have your stuff together, your systems. But when you're an adult, you absolutely have to establish yourself in a certain way. And having access is key because you can't get anything if you don't have the tools for the system.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's like Monopoly. You can't play unless you have dice to roll, to be able to get around the board. So having a debit card, whether it's prepaid, a load card, they make it so easy to access these days. And I'm not suggesting that the pre-cards and all that is the form that you should have.
I'm actually totally against that.
Right. But if that's what you need to get you to the next step, then that's what you have to have. Because a lot of basically, the bottom line too, African Americans in ourselves are, as we know, we do not make a lot of financial transactions online. That's a fact. Our percentage is a little lower than other communities. Understandably, people have their ideas about systems, and we're just not at that place yet. And the goal is to build up to that because our world is being, we're going to have a tech savvy world more than it is already. So when everything's become digitalized, we can be left behind if we don't build on our technology skills. So it's really key.
Being left behind.
Well, yeah, we are, but we'll be even more so. And so the importance of having at least a financial card from a bank system, be it online or at a direct location, whatever. The importance of that is so that you have access to this new digital system that has been developed already. You've got to create that because everything is moving to that direction. And so it may get to a point where there's no physical, banks that are available. Oh, well, look at what happened in what was that country just recently where the financial system, I'm not drawing blank on that. Basically, if you didn't have a card, you couldn't draw money out of the bank. You had to have a card. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It just, I'm gonna have to look this up because I cannot have this conversation without having the proper information. Bottom line is, it's about having access, and we have to pretty much make sure we have the tools we need so that we can access the things we need to have. Get you a bank card. Get you a bank card so that you can make transactions you might want to purchase online. We talk about supporting black businesses, and we often say, oh, well, there's no physical locations. Well, we don't have as many as we used to have, it seemingly, but there are a lot of online black companies. And so even if you want to support black businesses, you need a bank card or something to be able to make the transaction online. So it's very important for many reasons, but definitely if you miss your flight and you ain't got no more money and somebody trying to send you some money and you can't even get your Western Union,
it's a problem.
Having a bank card allows for somebody to be able to transfer money to your account. And it's even easier if it's the same bank, but if it isn't, there are some banks that allow you to transfer to other accounts that's outside of their institution. So access is key. But go ahead, because we got a few more minutes. I'm gonna be looking up this information on that.
Yeah. So we're saying all of that, and it may sound like this is really a mundane issue and it's a small thing. And I thought that too, right? I never even thought that I would be talking to a grown person and to come to find out they did not have access. I was very surprised and blown away, when that situation happened. So kind of got us to talking about it. But the key thing here with the BWBA coming soon. So y'all have to look out, watch out for it. We're going to have all types of wealth creation opportunities available for the black woman, for the black community as a whole, but we are looking to build our women because a civilization can only rise as high as its woman, and we are looking to rise our women up. And with that being said, We're hitting at 10 minutes here. So.
Greece was the country, and this just happened this year, so many of you already know that, but Greece. All right, we hit our mark, so look up Greece and what happened there, and the citizens the folks who were unable to withdraw money, they didn't have a bank card, but there was a lot of other stuff going on with that too. But point is, one of those, lack of having a card prevented them from accessing their money that they had in the bank. They couldn't just go to the branch to withdraw money. They had to have a debit card. The banking process credits like that without having to exchange real dollars. And so that was a big key. Past our 10-minute mark. Thank you for joining us for our unofficial session. We do have more of this coming. We'll be in a quieter setting than this, but we thought we'd give you some kind of preview. And again, I'm Kenya, Camilla. Until next time, and don't forget, March 25th, 26th, it's our official kickoff launch. We'll be having a conference and a roundtable with Black women around wealth creation. Peace.